Hi lovely, so this is my second video and it's about how I decided for Ava to go back to the Autism Center during a pandemic. The thing is, I was having a hard time being her therapist. She really didn't like it. I didn't like it. There was a lot of pushback. I do not have a degree in ABA. I do not have a degree in early childhood. I don't have a degree in none of this, which I feel like most parents are dealing with this. Like, they're like, I don't want this teacher next year. Teacher being your parent or whatever. But it was definitely hard going. The first couple of weeks, it was very difficult to get her to do anything. Like, she cried for 2 weeks, but I stayed on it. So the schedule was, I'd work from 8 to 4:30. Then I'd get on a call with her BCBA from, well, 8 to 4. Well, actually like 7:30, whatever. I'd get on a call with her BCBA from 4 to 5. And then from 5 to 6 or 6:30, I'm running trials like I'm like I'm an ABA therapist or a BT or whatever. And to be honest, I was cool with it, let's say, for the first month. After that, I was sick of doing this. Like, I'm just like, this is not me. I'm doing it because I have to. But I was getting very, very, very frustrated, especially with Ava's antics. She has a lot of behaviors that she uses to get out of stuff, and it was constant, come back here, sit down, blah 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 blah. And I actually have a lot of videos of us working on things. I was keeping up with them at first via YouTube. I have mounds and mounds of videos that I could show you of these therapy, and maybe I need to go back and use these videos. But she was definitely regressing. Like, regression was clear. Like, she was losing skills that she had. She gained a few, which I was proud of that I got her to gain a few, but it was not the progression of her being at the Autism Center. So once they opened the Autism Center and they explained the protocols. First of all, they only let kids slowly go back. So she didn't automatically have a place because they opened it. So once they had a place for her, her BCBA actually fought for her to go back, and they showed us what they're doing. Like, they have the face shields, you know, the kids, or they only get to work with 2 PTs, whereas before they'd have 4 or 5 different ones. They got a lot of protocols that they're using that made me feel comfortable. Still scared. Let's not say I wasn't still scared, and I'm still scared to this day because, you know, this shit is scary. But Ava is doing well, and because I'm working from home, I can pick her up and drop her off. If you didn't know, before she had transportation to and from the Autism Center, which my mom would put her on the transportation and take her off, because essentially I'd be in traffic or at work when this was going on. I do feel bad for the transportation because they are considerably losing money from people who are not using them. But I didn't want to add insult to injury, being worried of her catching anything within these transportation vehicles. It wasn't the same person like a school bus driver. They had like 7 or 8 different drivers, which it took me a long time to even get comfortable with that. But it's, you know, to be worried about if they're cleaning or not cleaning, or how are they handling these vehicles, just would add extra stress to an already stressful situation. So I decided that I was going to pick her up and drop her off, and I worked around my hours with my boss to be able to do that, since I was home anyway. The Autism Center is about 7 miles from my house, so it's not a big commute, but there can be a lot of traffic during certain times. So if I have to, like on my long day, when I come and pick her up and bring her home, I have to jump back on working, and my mother jumps in to take over while I'm working. You know, thank God for my mom. Thank God for anybody who's helping you. Autism Armstrong. So that's how I was doing it. Definitely the regression has halted. She is definitely going back in the right direction. As far as learning, and they say, you know, it really took a couple weeks for her to get back on track. And I will do a video about what's going to happen with school. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.